Thank you.
So if I
Hi,
go
Sid.
out, it will be
Hello.
still recording into cloud, so I can upload later. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm.
Okay, since Sung has to be at another call, why don't you start, Sung?
Yeah. Thank you, guys. We have week 13. Wow.
Wow.
I
Of
heard a
course,
lot of PowerCell. They doesn't last more than 10 weeks. A lot of them, disappear. So, but we still, the still going. Also, this time is I think it's very important. We could be sleep out, but we wanna put the actually energy together. So how we can achieve together, go more, because I think it's a very critical point at the moment. Is a lot of I think the sale is fluctuating. Also today, I think I heard a lot of people in a circle. They said not much things going on. Traffic is very. I agree. I noticed, but I somehow stop, and then also mine is aggregate event manager. I'm updating, so I have to wait 72 hours from yesterday, but 2 more days I will be go with a purchase signal. I get the purchase signal now, so I'm learning new thing. And thank you for all you guys to coming here. I'm very sorry, I really attend, but at the same time, my friend have a 3 hour coaching session.
Oh,
Today is
wow.
6 hour. Yeah, so I have to go there. And then I'll give a control to Jen. She will be very inspired, always leading us. I think she will do the good job. I could add to the value. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing your screenshot with us. It was very inspiring to see, the progression of like a daily sales activity. What was your ad spend before you go per day?
I had when the first one, I put the 250, and only $100 on last Sunday. So I just wait. And then once I got like the 800 that time was at that day, but I had like $600, so I put another $250 campaign. So it's a
So how
biopic.
many campaigns?
So two campaign, but one had a 250,
I see.
115. So it's but however that biopit didn't give a much, only two sale. So but I still let it go to the campaign is going for 3 days.
So you're doing BioFit in what else? Okinawa?
Lim
In
So,
Delhi. Okay.
they were like 800 that time, but still 400, 500. So it's still like you know. And then I found then later day, like Friday kind of stuff, and biopit become learning limited. So I have to kill that one. But also, and then I put the two ad Limbelly. So
Well,
it's
what do you do in instances where it says learning limited, but the stats are still good? Like, it's like
no,
less than
ROI
one.
wasn't that good. ROI
Oh, I
wasn't,
see. I see.
yeah, so
Okay.
it was lower, and because or maybe my old ad. But this weekend I did go to the hard, like 250, 300, going.
Well, this
But
weekend is Father's Day in the US.
oh, not this week. Last weekend it was but we had a Preselio problem. I think Preselio
Yes, I
was
was
dead.
wondering. Right. I mean,
So I
like,
was a $500 one, but they got only
no.
$100
I
sale.
was wondering what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. It
Yeah,
was
I didn't know that, So, but anyway, but
but
usually I
just
was waiting for Monday. Monday had a spike 600. From Sunday, I had only one ad, 250, but Monday had a spike. Next day was a good, so it's still like
which days were your strongest days?
I had usually Monday was a
Monday was good.
Monday
Interesting.
usually ROI good 600.
That's when I'm very conservative. Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Wednesdays I start, accelerating.
But I did with buyers list first, had some sale. After that, was a little bit dropping. Christine asked to change it to go very wide. So it's like 35 to 65 for
So you just said exclusively buyers list, nothing else, just buyers list. You just
no,
ran.
no, no, no. I did open up to just no interest, nothing, just 35 to 65, fully open. But I did with engage the shopper, so is that usually dropped 17 million. If you open like a woman only 35 to 65, it's about 40, 50 million, something like that, big number coming. So in order to reduce, you did with a engaged shopper, so it usually drop a lot of people, but so many people they never bought anything in internet, so I'm still in America because a little bit older ages as well. And then news speed only in the Wi-Fi ticked that one. All the device and the Wi-Fi ticked that one. And then like from Friday, I made my pixel data. I had 300 buyers. That one was, I think it's working for me. And then with the extension, when you do with the 300, they usually Facebook come with you wanna look like data expansion button coming. So I clicked that button. So that's legend. So now somehow it working, compared to the other test. But also I talked with a lot of other people. Now they are testing. Somehow it's sale is not scalable. It's fluctuating. So it's that's the reason I made a mistake. Hard to dangerous. I should look at the week before you scale up, because nowadays when people usually you have a two sale or something like that, you scale up something like that. It's you don't know. Maybe it could be up, but could be not going down. So it's better focusing with one. Also, I found that a lot of people are doing the like a $30 for 5 set.
$30 for what? I'm sorry.
5 set, 5 campaign. But I think it's better to have one campaign with bigger money, with a small, more ad set or ad. I think it's perform better.
If you are testing, then lower budget. If you are ready to scale, then bigger budget. That will say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think also like JB also do. When we do the test, he did the one campaign, he did a lot of set
Mhm.
compared to 5 campaign for a test. I don't know which one is looking better.
So is Xavier running weight loss already?
I mean, JB,
Yeah.
remember, he did
He was-
$800 with a lot of them.
He was doing revision to warm up his accounts. He was talking to me a lot about it.
Mhm.
I don't remember if he was doing weight loss.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing it. He was warming it up with a revision. The last week when he talked about something
Mhm.
about revision, that he made a positive ROI on it.
Thank you.
Okay, well, Sung,
I have a 3 minute and then I will jump next the Zoom. I turn on the Zoom next
So-
Yeah,
Oh.
the same.
Are you going to have a different background?
Yeah, different background, because I cannot use the same Zoom. I think I have to log in. Yeah. But Sid, you how's it going to your sale?
For me, it's going a little bit slow this week. But I'm back doing weight loss because I stopped last week and I started just today at midnight. I went with $400, one ad set, everything that we have, video aid, short copy. And this time I I test with Dotsyburn.
Mm.
And so far I have 3 sales today.
wow.
Nice.
Big ones, so I am even right now, hoping that it ends better for the day. And my idea, I always try to start things on Thursday. So if they are, converting, just continue to the weekend. So hopefully this one sticks. I need to check, of course, tomorrow, maybe at night, to see about limited learning and see how is it going. But so far, it's working. At least getting even. And given the fact that some people are saying that Father's Day might be impacting.
Facebook traffic, yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah,
advertisers.
I think that for me, at least right now, I'm basically
Hi, Dave.
making
guys.
the pixel to learn.
Mm.
So if I'm getting even, that's good because I'm getting more sales to the pixel.
So
If that,
so you're not promoting Alive right now?
no,
Alive?
this week I switched to Tootsie Burn.
Yeah, I mean, I tested Alive for the last 2 weeks and no sales. I've
Mhm.
already spent
Yeah.
close to $1,000 on just testing. I've been very conservative. And normally when I, even on the testing $25 ad spend, I normally get a sale, right? But interestingly, not with Alive. So I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the product, because the VSL is really exciting. I don't understand. Yeah, I just don't.
That's really tricky. Something that I'm going to do is to upload this week podcast. It was with Jonathan. I basically asked him all the questions that I had and that we were talking in this group about the BSL. He also says that is the market that the one that is telling you if it is good one or not.
Hmm.
It's not you. It's not your opinion. It's not our opinion.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter, hey?
So even he is thinking like that, and he's testing a lot, and he said that he hasn't tried Alive. However, he just said, hey, you need to check ClickBank and the ratings if it is going up. Receiving an email from ClickBank doesn't mean that it's a good one. Things like that, and just to reiterate on testing.
Mhm.
And he is doing Tootsie Burns, and so that is why I jumped into it.
Yeah, because I didn't like Toxic Burn at all. But hey, there you go. Interesting. It seemed
Yeah.
like it was such a the VSL seemed so young. They're showing a lot of young people. So are you targeting younger audience with Toxic Burn?
35 and up,
Okay.
and that's pretty much the same that Jonathan is doing. I was doing before 45 and up, and since today 35 and up.
Yeah,
Of course,
it's
I don't have any idea of who bought today
right.
in
Mhm.
terms of age, but
Yeah.
that's the change that I did today.
Yeah.
The offer and the age. The rest is pretty much the same campaign. Video
Toxic-
8, short
Toxic
copy.
Burn is a nighttime ritual, right?
Yes.
Nighttime ritual, like that's what they promote. It's kind of like sexual innuendo. Yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of sex appeal, right? Even the VSL is like very like they show a lot of like back skin.
Yeah, but something important that Jonathan mentioned, and I
Okay.
just did that, is that my landing page didn't change much. I put bedtime ritual, and that's it. On the copy, remember the one that Lindsay provided? We had like enter your
Mechanism,
science
yeah.
in here, mechanism here, and I just put bedtime ritual. So at the end of the day, maybe you get it a little bit more dialed in, but if not, just change the mechanism and run with it.
Yeah.
So we need to test the different offers that way.
I think I watched Toxyburn, but a couple of months ago, and then I don't think I ever promoted it. I'll have to go back and look. I either ran it for maybe a week, but didn't make any sales because I think I flipped back to Okinawa. But I'll have to look. I don't know. I have a funnel for it.
They were really picky about, they wouldn't send you a hop link at the time. I don't know if it's different now, but at the time they won't send you a hop link till you send them a landing page, an example of your landing page. When I
Yeah.
sent them an example of my landing page, they never got back to me. I guess they didn't like the landing page. So they were very selective. So is that what you had to do, Sig?
I
Yeah,
had to
but
send them
I
something.
remember,
Yeah.
I remember that I did it so far away, like, I don't know, maybe a
Mhm.
month or 2 ago. But I did check my email back and I just put Toxiburn and I had the emails there. So I had everything ready just to switch the hop link on the CTA and run it.
Good. I'm so happy to hear that it's working for you. I'm so happy.
Sig, were
Yes.
you switching offers within the same BM, or this is a totally different account?
Right now, same BM, same ad account.
Mm,
And I used to run revision there too.
hmm
So when testing for revision, I use, I don't know, like 3 different ad accounts.
Mm.
And now that let's say I'm going back to weight loss, I just use one that previously had revision sales, and the one that I use for Alive, for Lean Belly. So it is the same. Of course, not at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Lean Belly was like 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
Alive a week ago, and then this week, Toxiburn.
But using the same domain name that goes with that page.
Yeah, same
Okay.
page, same domain,
hmm
even the same URL. Yeah, maybe.
I'm sorry, what do you mean by the same URL? You mean the landing page? What do you mean?
He's not using Percelio, so he can just go in and change the landing page on the same URL, right?
Oh, so
Yeah.
you just went to your Alive landing pre-sale page and just put in, just refreshed it and made it into Toxiburn? Is that what you mean? You didn't want to go
Yeah.
in and create a new landing page, so you just changed? Oh,
So-
interesting. Because it takes
something
time
that-
to make those new pre-sale pages. It's so time consuming.
Yeah, something that I like about using Convertri is
Oh,
that
you're
I
doing
can
search
use subdomains. So I always try to do like the name of the subdomain is going to be a word that is positive. So it is enjoy or happy or elation or fun
Elation.
or change. Yeah, elation.
Yeah, I like that. I never, it occurred to me that that's a good word. Yes, elation.
Yeah, that is a synonym of happy, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
elated, like it's like ecstatic. Yes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
joy, like in maximize.
So
maximize.
I use that a lot, and sometimes just to be like doing Silo. I even go that route with Silo to have even different URLs. So it takes a little bit more time for Facebook to approve the ads, but so if I need it, I can start pretty much from the scratch. So of course I do the little tweaks on the image or the video. The URL is new. Everything that at the end looks like is a completely new ad if I need it.
Right.
So in this case with weight loss, I do remember that for Lean Belly, I was using, no, for Alive, I was using dopamine because it is one of the things that, so dopamine.mydomain.com. And for for Limbelli, I was using other one, and I reused that one for Tootsie Burn. So
Mm.
one of the things that I'm seeing is that maybe this is a good time because Facebook is not that picky. So even though I get a shutdown like a week and a half ago, it was a shutdown of the profile, and I am still trying to get it back. But overall, it's getting a little bit more easy, I may say. Also on the landing page, I'm doing again the short landing page, like just the image, the copy, the CTA, and that's it. And it's getting approved, and also it's not getting me low quality.
Oh, that's good.
So if I can do that, of course it is better, at least on my experience. And that's something that we discussed with Jonathan, and he also agreed. Whenever you have a low quality, then add more text, and that's
Mm.
it. And we also reviewed the long copy landing pages that are around, that some people are doing that. And he said, well, maybe we can test, but he's not doing that. He's doing
Mm.
as short as possible landing pages. So
Can you do us a favor and load that to our shared group? That'll be super.
yeah,
That's
yeah. There is a lot of good information on that call, so yes. Mhm.
Great.
that'll
Thank
be
you.
super. Yeah, Bonnie's call was all of there was like 2 people on the call, and she had nothing planned because she just got back from a vacation for a pod call, and she just reviewed someone's manifest bioenergy basically, because there was no conversation. She didn't have anything planned, so this girl's like, well, I have to do this like a warm up, like, you know, whatever. And she's like, we're doing bioenergy. She's in the pod group, and so it was like very elementary. So I was like, this is not worth uploading to our group. Yeah, it wasn't very helpful.
I haven't watched it, so that saves me some time. I won't bother then.
She didn't have anything planned basically.
Mm, mhm.
But
Yeah,
anyways, oh my
maybe
God. Yeah.
maybe Jonathan neither, but he's very good at sharing. So you're going to see he's sharing his landing page. We
Yes.
went
he's
into the
generous.
Facebook ad
Yeah.
library. We checked some things around. I did ask all of my questions, so it is a good call to review.
Oh, that's good. I think Nick's call is usually the 3rd week of each month, so his is usually the best in our pod.
Yes.
For the same thing, right? He shares things, he answers tons of questions, and more people show up for his calls just because of that. There's more to be gained from his calls. He usually has them at a better time. Like I can't attend at 2 p.m. Pacific time or an 11 a.m. like Pacific time.
But Dave, speaking of Nick, how are you, Dave?
Hey,
happening to you?
I'm doing good. It's so nice to see all your faces after so long.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Finally getting over the hump here of being sick for 2 weeks, but at least I'm back up and running. Business wise, I haven't accomplished a whole lot, of course, because I've been kind of down. But I thought I'd share a couple funny things. I don't know if you remember. So 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, when I was last running ads, I changed. I was getting no sales with Lean Belly 3X. And so I dropped another $300 or so into different variations and still never made another sale off of it. So I kind of paused all those. And so then I tried to switch up and change back to Okinawa. And when I did that, that's what shut my ad account down that was currently active. And so I appealed and took about 3 or 4 days. I got the ad account back. And then as soon as I got the ad account back, then they shut down the page. They restricted the page. And so, and the minute they restricted the page, it went back through and retroactively rejected all the ads that I had ever run in the ad account. And so I appealed that, and they didn't respond for 2 weeks for the page thing. And in the support inbox, just yesterday, I finally went in there and basically wrote a little note, that the case was still open. They just hadn't reviewed it. And I wrote another note like, hey, did you forget about me? I think you did this by accident. Can you reinstate it? And just this morning, I got that page back. And so
Oh,
I thought that the lesson learned here is if it's taking a long time for them to respond to an open request or an open review, just go in and add another note. Apparently it kicks it back or bumps it up their queue a little bit. So
Oh, that's good advice.
yes, that's good news. I think I'll try that more often, because I know there's been other times when I've submitted a review and it's been days or even weeks before I got a response. And so from now on, I think I'll just send notes in the support inbox every other day until they respond. So anyway, I'm excited to actually have that account back, just because that actually has some spending threshold in it. And so I was trying to catch up on the calls with you guys that I missed. So I caught last week's, and I also did watch the Alive VSL, and I liked that a lot. So I was thinking of, instead of going back to Okinawa, retooling for Alive. And it sounds like even though Sig, now hearing you, that you didn't have all that much luck with it, that's mildly concerning, but it seems like we haven't thrown a lot into testing it yet. So maybe I'll still do that.
I've done a lot of testing.
You just said you dropped $1,000 on, and that was all on Alive.
Yes, I literally, I was so conservative, very patient. I mean, I literally spent $1,000 testing. So many different ways and no sales. And normally, when I'm in the testings, I get a few sales. Not with Alive. So
That's concerning.
That's Alive. Maybe it's the way I was testing, but normally with other stuff, I've shared screenshots with you guys with other stuff.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it is. So it's Father's Day weekend. But based on the inner circle, traffic's been very slow, so I paused on my campaigns.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right. Well, that's mildly concerning as far as trying that one, but I'm not sure, which one to try.
I mean, you're in California, so am I. And if you step out, you see people in restaurants. I mean, it's becoming almost like it's normal again. People are spending money. People are like getting dressed up. They're at bars, are laughing. Things are like almost back to normal. So I think it's a matter of time before people are like in a mode to spend and start taking care of themselves and trying to look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're slowly easing into that. So I think we're just going through a little bump right now, transitional bump.
Yeah, that could be. Excellent. And just so I have an idea for when I start testing, were you trying the Video 8, the collaborative Video 8 when you were doing your testing for Alive, or were you using your own creative?
I did test Video 8, but for me, my CTRs were really, it wasn't, maybe it's my BM, but it just, that wasn't giving me the results, the right numbers for some reason.
Gotcha.
I know it's doing well with SIG. He said Video 8. Who else?
For me, Video 8, Video 9, and Video 3. Pretty much the same CTR, the same CPC. And I'm getting better results with Burn. That's the only, maybe the change. I did get sales with Alive.
Was your ad budget at the time 400 for Alive also?
No, I was doing what? I think 83.
You were still testing.
I sometimes, no, I remember now. 2 of 40.
So
yeah, this is the first day since a while that I am trying to scale weight loss. Yeah, I think maybe the first day since Medicore, so the first day since December.
Wow.
It's beach season in the US. People are like finally making vacation plans. They want to go, to the beach, they have to, they're conscious of their appearance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why the VSLs resonate, because a lot of the toxic born ticks, they're in bikinis and, they're right. They're showing a lot of skin. It's a very, the younger, the girls look like they're in their 20s and 30s. A lot of the models are like in their 20s and 30s. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Sig. That's very inspiring. So
Yeah,
going,
but
yes,
just to be completely honest,
you
I
weren't
didn't,
honest the whole time. What do you mean?
I didn't check the VSL,
Oh,
like,
you never saw the
to see the,
PSL?
like to
You
see the
you
girls.
will like
I
it,
didn't
Nick.
check
You
it.
will like it. I think it appeals
So
to more than women, to be honest with you.
I basically changed the X on the copy. I put bedtime ritual and I copy the hop link. I just
That
run
was
it.
it.
I didn't even check the VSL this time.
That's good. Don't waste your time.
Yeah,
They're
if it's
they're all
working,
the same, right? Like in the end, they all they even have the same like video. Like
models,
this,
that
the one woman, that one, poor one woman.
The one
is in-
blonde heavy girl, yes.
She's in every video. Like
Yep.
this poor lady, she's the poster child for weight loss supplements. Like, hopefully she's getting paid to be in all these videos.
I was thinking the same thing. I hope the model who sends her squeezing her stomach like this, is getting royalties every time her ad is or that video clip is showing in a VSL.
Yeah.
So for Dave, I mean, my recommendation is just to test. Maybe do not throw away a light just yet. Just test, because it could pop for you and in your ad account, in your BM, and not for us. So
that's true. Every BM's different. Yes.
Yeah, I had no luck with Lean Belly in mine, but it's worked for other people. So it was one of those things I gave up after losing.
So going to you, Lindsay, you were on the Inner Circle. You posted something with your BM. What is that all about?
So what happened is I was trying to verify my domain, and like I work on a laptop at home. I actually don't have like a big monitor. And what was happening is when you go to verify the domain, the verify button wasn't showing up like on my screen. And it had happened before in another account, and I just added a different domain to it. And somehow I got it to work. And then a second time it happened, I was able to run ads without verifying. It was before they had actually implemented the prompt. So I was stuck because I couldn't get, I added two different domains. I couldn't get them, the verify button to come up. And one woman suggested like clearing my cache and, maybe trying to open it in a different browser. And so what I did was I cleared out all the cookies and all the stuff she recommended. And then as I was in my BM, how it has that little side panel that pops up with all of your options. I just clicked to close it. And as I did that, this little tiny part of a green button appeared at the very bottom of my screen. And so I was like, oh, there it is. But I never could get my screen to scroll down to it. Like, it was the most frustrating thing. Like, I don't know why my computer screen, like, it doesn't show up. So anyways, I did find it and I did click it and it verified it instantly. But like, it was like basically like the top, all I could see was this little start of a green button. And I was like, oh, that's the button. And I clicked it. So it verified it. But it's because my laptop is kind of that like rectangle shape instead of square. I'm thinking maybe that might be part of the problem.
What kind of laptop is this?
It's an HP.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's an Android. Okay.
yeah. I think that's exactly the problem, or not the problem, but what you have to check, because I don't know, the interface might be like bigger. They are trying to show more information than the information that you can see on your screen. So what you can do is you can, if you are on Mac, there is command and the minus, and then the resolution is going to be like shorter. So you're going to see more
Oh.
information in the same
Yeah.
screen.
Yep.
The other way around, if you do command plus, then the resolution is going to be higher. So you're going to see less information. So you go up when you want to see maybe something like more focus, and you go
Mhm.
down when you need to see more information. So if you don't see something, like in this case, you go down. So
Yeah.
command and minus, and you
Any idea what
reduce
it is
the
on Windows?
Yeah, it's
Is it the
control
same?
minus. I was going to
Is
say the
it?
same thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
that works in the web browser, or actually all web browsers that works. It's basically, it just zooms in or out on
Right.
the content of the page. So yeah, control plus and control minus is what you should try.
Mhm.
See, those are things I've never had to do. So, but now what I'm stuck on is that Preselio isn't linking my pixel. And so someone else had commented in the inner circle and saying they were having problems. And so I thought it was because I basically recycled a funnel from a different BM, and I was trying to sort of undo certain things and then add in the new information. And it wasn't linking. It wouldn't accept, it's the token. It won't accept the token. And when I went on the inner circle, another woman had asked about it. And is it Caroline, the one of the Preselio,
Yes. Karen.
she got on there and say Facebook has changed something and now it's no longer working when you try to verify or fire your pixel or whatever. Like somehow they verified in Preselio. So I'm stuck. I can't run a conversion yet. So I got the domain verified now, but the last 2 days I've been waiting for this, my pixel to be able to be linked to this new BM, or sorry, in Preselio, this new funnel to be linked. So I'm just waiting. She said she'd upload a video when they had it figured out, but I don't know if anyone else has tried to do a new funnel in the last 2 or 3 days, but I'm totally stuck. I can't, I just get the same error every time that it won't accept the token or whatever.
Was this token, did you save the token, the original token? Because when you go back into Facebook, they always, it's a new token. You have to save the original token. Hi.
Yeah, it's, you want to show them your teeth? Show them your,
Oh my goodness.
you lost a couple teeth. One was today at school, so Tooth Fairy's coming tonight.
Yes, I was gonna say, you're gonna,
Tooth Fairy.
you're gonna wake up happy tomorrow morning.
I'm just on my Zoom call. What do you need?
Like my putty, I can't find it.
Your putty. It's out on the table. Go look out on the table in the living room.
How old is she? How old is she?
In 1 week, she'll be 6.
Oh my goodness, she's still
Yeah.
so young. She's so
Yeah.
cute.
Just about to finish kindergarten. One more week of school here in Canada. So.
Mom, that's Sarah's putty.
Oh, it's Sarah's putty. Sorry, I don't know where your putty is. Sorry. I'm lost my train of thought. I don't know what we were talking about. Thinking where her putty is now.
how
But yeah,
many
I'm stuck. I can't run any conversions.
How
That's
many BMs are you working with right now? Just that one?
yeah, because the farmed one I had, they wanted ID verification, and they didn't like the first one I tried. So I have 30 days to try to come up with something, but because it's a farmed BM, I need a ID from New York. So I don't know if it'll work.
ID creator and create an ID. Yes.
Yeah, I tried a student one, but it was pretty crummy and I was in a hurry. So I was like, because I wasted so much time on Monday on these 2 stupid steps, I sort of shot myself in the foot. Monday's the day I'm home, kids are in school, I have a bit of time to actually sit and think and work on things. But yeah, Monday was wasted with domain verification and then pixel problems. So yeah, but Sung and I are gonna run an ad this weekend through his account, and I think we're gonna try a live. That's gonna be So we have a funnel ready, and he had to wait 72 hours because he changed lead to purchase in the aggregated events. So I think it's going to run Friday. And I think we're going to try a $200 budget. It's through his BM, so, or one of his, he had a bunch of ad accounts, so we've teamed up on one, test it out, because otherwise I can't really run anything at the moment. So I'm warming up 2 other profiles that I've created. So I'm kind of in that, middle ground where I'm a bit stuck until a few things open up. Hopefully this Preselio problem gets solved fairly quickly, because I'm ready. I've got my funnels. I need a way to run them.
So Priscilla is acknowledging that there's a problem in Priscilla with the
Yeah, and it sounds like Facebook changed something recently that
Okay.
has made what their initial changes, it's
I see.
messed up their system somehow. So yeah, it sounds like it's fine if you've already got everything attached. It's if you try to create a new funnel in a new BM. So that's the
Set-
story.
Setting up AEM again in a new funnel, basically, right?
Yeah. But yeah, nothing else to report.
So going back to Dave, you're running, you got your page back, so your BM's active now, right? So you're gonna be running, are you gonna be running ads this weekend?
That's my goal. So yep, my plan was to retool to try live and start running again this weekend and see what I can do.
Have you had contact with Nick recently?
Last time I did was 3 weeks ago when I was actually still running ads for 3X. That was last time we had a mentor call. He would.
As one of his other student, who's the student? She's been reaching her $1,000 days, right? What is?
Was it Sharon?
Oh, Sharon. Yeah.
Is it Sharon? It's also Jennifer.
Oh, I don't
Jennifer
know.
Lecomte. Jennifer Lecomte.
Oh, I've seen her
Oh,
name.
is she one of her students? Yeah.
They're both Nick students, so you're next.
I sure hope so. That'd be great.
Because I mean, what are the odds that 2 of Nick's students have reached $1,000 days? Because my mentor Jay, none of Jay's students, he had 10 students when he was mentoring me, and top of Priscilla and all the other stuff that he does with the webinar and stuff. No one from his group, none of his students reached $1,000 days. So, I mean, you're so lucky that you have Nick to kind of maneuver you through this maze,
And he's been great. So we'll see. I'm trying to implement. And actually, I was pleased when in our last call, he went over my numbers with me, and he showed me an interesting thing just about checking the results. Basically, he says he doesn't trust Facebook's numbers on the hops. So he actually goes to ClickBank, adds up all the hops on the ad, and then uses that to figure out the lander conversion rate. And so Priscilla was basically saying I had like a 26% CTR on the lander, but when you added up the actual hops versus the landing page or what do you call it? Order form impressions. It turns out I actually had a 38% return on my or CTR on the Quizlander. So he's all, you're killing it on this part. So that was kind of neat, because I was getting ready to try to go make more changes to the lander. And he's all, nope, keep that because that's working. So now just figure out the images.
So it was underestimating the number.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. That was pretty interesting. So anyway, we'll see.
You're doing quiz because that's what Nick likes, Quizlander, right?
Yeah.
So you had a lot of ad impressions. You saw a lot of ad impressions on your ClickBank.
Yeah, I don't think I've got the stats easily available, but
I think that's
yeah.
the most important.
Yeah, well,
Hit the CTRs. If you're seeing impressions, that means people finished the VSL.
Yeah, well, that's what he said too. I had, I think it was, gosh, 8 order form impressions, but only that one sale. And he's all, that's actually pretty unusual because that means 8 people went all the way through the VSL, got to the order form, started filling it out, and then didn't buy. And so that's unusual. So yeah, it felt good to be validated a little bit, but it still didn't get me any more sales. So, and I still turned off those campaigns because I was like, this isn't going anywhere. So.
Right.
Well, I have a question about, they were saying, you have to have at least 100 hops to get
Mhm.
2 sales for weight loss. Is that still valid? 100
Um,
hops for 2 sales?
Nick talked to me a little bit about that, and he said you can still be profitable up to about 100 hops per sale. He says he likes to see about 1 sale every 25 hops, but that you can go all the way up to 80 or 90 hops per sale and still be profitable. So that's not a 100% guide, but something to aim for him is to get it down to 25. So I guess it really boils down to, the ROI, because, some hops can get you $60 and others will get you 200. So it really makes a difference on
Right,
what they're buying and how often.
that's right.
Yeah, that's true. Let me see if I can. Janine, can you let me share the screen?
How do I do that?
Uh,
What do I push?
I don't know.
If you go down to the bottom and hit participants,
Oops, no, that's mine. That's sharing mine. I don't want to share mine. Wait, what do I do? How do I get out of this?
hit stop sharing. It's
Uh,
usually up at the top.
Okay, stop share. Okay,
And then I think if you click the participants button down at the bottom,
participants.
it's right next to it. Then that'll bring up a panel that shows all the participants. You can click more. Oh, wait, let's see. Can you do it from there? Oh, maybe I can't because I'm not the thing. If you double click on SIG on the right-hand panel, you
Okay,
should be.
yes, more assign, no. I see all of us, but how do I assign this to him?
Are you the leader of the
For
the
today,
call?
because some sounds not, should I make you, I'm gonna make you co-host, okay?
That'll do it.
mhm.
I just,
I am seeing some changes. Yes, I can. Okay, so this is what is happening today for me. Just
Yes.
that we're talking about hops and stuff.
Yeah.
So 368 hops. That means 368 people that got to the BSL, right?
Mhm.
So then 30 people got to the order form impression. That means, no, this is not,
No, that's not right. It looks like 8 people got to the order form impression.
yeah, this is the one.
And when you average that out between the 360 hops and 8 got to there, that means it takes 30 hops to get a form impression. Yeah.
That's the one.
what,
And
what does the 12 mean? All order form impression, what does that mean? Were they like going back to the order impression more than once? What does that mean?
Yep, that's exactly what that means. That means someone went forward in their browser and then back, and so they hit that page twice, the order form, but only one of them was an initial or unique order form impression. So 4 of those people went back and hit it twice.
Is that numbers you normally see then, Sig, around 30? Is that like for what you're used to getting?
it could be 40, it could be 50 sometimes.
Mm. Mhm.
This is current right now. This is in real time, is it, Sig?
Yeah, this is the one from today.
And when did you start running this campaign? What 12 a.m. did you say today? Today at 12?
12:05.
12.
So it might have spent around 300 of the 400. And this is what I have right now. So
What is your front end CTR? Is it less than $1 per cost per click? What's your stats like?
yeah, going back to what Dave said, I know the CTR from Facebook, and it is 34%.
34%. I'm sorry,
on
30,
a, 34 on a splash page.
34% on the splash page. Wow, that's
Mhm.
low.
Yeah, it could be better, but I have not been able to reach more than that.
But hey, it's not about that. It's about the ROI and the sales. Yes, but that's interesting because normally splashes. Okay.
Yeah, that's my train of thought, right? If I'm getting this kind of metrics and the ROI with a 34%, maybe I can do it. I can do some tweaks. I have tried. I have tried different things, but I haven't reached more than 34%.
It's getting you sales, so that's all that matters.
Mhm. Yeah. So what I tried sometimes is just to change the color of the CTA, change some wording here and there. And again, just testing.
I'm sorry, what is a CTA? I don't know what that means.
The button, but basically,
Oh, the button. Okay, I see.
yeah,
What color?
CTA is
What color works best for you? I don't like any of the colors on Preselia. It's just so boring.
for revision. I'm using green, and today I'm using what I'm using red. I'm using red.
Red? Really?
Yeah, let me show you.
I mean, because didn't they say to avoid red at all cost? I mean, that's, the red is not.
The rules,
That's-
the rules are there's
Hey!
no rules.
Dude, it's like, being so unconventional, and he's inspiring me to take some risks now.
Yeah, remember that I told you that I think that Facebook is a little bit more like not that picky recently.
It's like a raspberry color, or yeah, that's a pretty color.
No, it's this one, red. That is red.
Mm.
That's like a burnt orange. It's more like orange, burnt orange.
It's not fire engine red. There you
Yes. Yes.
go.
So again, the headline, and remember that this is something from Xavier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then the image, and it is a screenshot from the video 8.
Yes.
And then the copy, I just change it to Tyler Miller,
Yes.
and then change it to bedtime ritual.
Mhm.
And that's it. I'm leaving a lot of space here so the people only see the main page, and then of course what we need to put down there.
Mm. Mhm.
Maybe if you put some imagine statements on the bottom, just maybe it'll bring up your landing page CTR. Just a suggestion. Imagine
Mhm.
statements, like imagine, you, whatever, looking at yourself smiling, whatever. Picture yourself, fitting into clothes that you had hidden in the, whatever, those imagine statements. Maybe it'll bring up the CTR. I
Yeah,
think it looks
but
pretty.
that
It's a very
that
pretty page. This is very
yeah, but what they were mentioning is making me talk about the metrics that I have here versus the metrics on Facebook. I'm going to check that
Mm.
to see if the CTR is better with these ones.
How do you calculate that, Dave? How do you calculate? What's the math? What are you dividing what with what?
So
I'm dyslexic. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I don't remember exactly. I'm sure I could figure it out again. We were close to this screen, but we went to look at the number of hops. So I think right now we're just on. Oh yeah. So click Toxie over on the left hand side. Click Toxie Toxie 209, and I think that loaded a different page where. Maybe not. Maybe that touches part of the same page.
Well,
Shoot.
I think that
The short answer is I don't remember exactly, but he got us to a page in ClickBank where it showed all of the hops, like the individual hops
And
for
then
that
if
ad.
the order, then it's where the order form impressions, there's like a vendor list. If you go to order form impression on the top left, there's a tab.
Yep. What I can do is I can go back through my recorded session with him and I'll just pull out that info and I'll type up the instructions on how to do it exactly.
That'd be
'Cause,
great. That
'cause
would
it
be
was neat.
great.
I'll do that
Thanks,
for, yeah.
So glad
What
you're
I
on the
know-
call.
What was that, Sig?
What I know is that the metric is the leads, meaning the people that click on the bottom, divided on the amount of clicks that the ad had. So that means the amount of people that actually got to the BSL divided into the amount of people that visit the landing page.
I think
Right.
you're
Yeah.
right. So I think
Yeah.
that what the missing element here is that we took the hops number from ClickBank, but we took the CTR like ad impression number from Facebook. And that's what Nick said is that you can trust Facebook's numbers about what happened on Facebook, but you can't trust
Mm.
Facebook's numbers on what happened on ClickBank. So we took the number of impressions on the ad from Facebook, the number of hops from ClickBank, and divided one by the other. And that's how we got the actual true CTR.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll definitely type it up for exactly what he did and how we got to those screens because now I'm not exactly sure which screen we were on.
That would be so helpful, Dave. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet. I'll make a note so I remember to do that tonight.
Oh, come over here. Wanna say hi.
No, what's that?
Come here.
So
Show them your cool glasses.
oh, I can't.
Sarah wants to say hi too.
Oh,
Look, you have glasses just like Janine.
hi, we're twins now.
Twinsies. All right, you can go watch videos.
Yes. So we're gonna conclude today, but Lindsay, why don't you share with us, or just close for us with something positive and something that we want to be accountable for next week?
Sure. So I'm just glad my sister lent me her Facebook account. That's how I'm running ads right now. I have 2 more siblings to work through, so I'm basically working one sibling at a time to show them that it's no big deal. And like, so I'm thankful I have a huge family. I can rely on all of them for hopefully their Facebook accounts as long as this next one goes well. And I still want to create one more short ad copy for Alive, like a little more specific for Facebook. So once I do that, I'll
I'm
pop
so
it up
excited.
in our
I
group.
love that you're
Yeah.
right.
I know I didn't get a chance to do it this week, which kind of bummed me out, but it's the end of the school year, which is really like, life is busy right now. Kids are in sports again, and BC is opening up a little bit. So, we're just actually busy doing more things, which is great, but leaves me less time for this. But yeah, and I'm interested to see how my little collaboration goes with Sung over the weekend. We're doing like what do they call it? Joint venture through ClickBank. So we've set it up through there, and
Cool.
we'll see how that goes. And I think I'm hoping to have a conversion ad running in the BM I have right now by next week, but it's really a hinging on Percelio fix if they have a fix. So yeah, those are my goals for the week.
Yay! And
Excellent.
Sid, are you gonna go reach your $1,000 days next week with Toxibird?
That's the idea.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm
you're
just
doing
going
it.
to run this weekend and test and continue testing. Again, I think that so far, like this is the first day, so it's going well. It's breaking even. It's getting me data on the pixel. So if it continue that way because it is Father's Day, then that's okay. I'm getting more data on the pixel. And if it goes up and make a ROI, then of course it's very welcome. If not, we will try next week after Father's Day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So just I don't know if I asked you this. Are you doing not manual, but are you what are the options that are you doing automatic or manual placements?
Yeah, for the past 5 weeks that I have been having ROI with revision, I have been doing manual placements, only Facebook, and Wi-Fi only.
All
With
devices?
revision,
All
all
devices?
devices. With revision 45 plus, with the weight loss 35 plus.
Have you reached $1,000 days with revision?
Yes.
Wow. When you posted on the inner circle, you know when you reached your 1,000, you did a screenshot. I remember that time when you shared with us where everyone was so excited. Was that for weight loss or for something else?
No, that was for revision.
Oh, it was in weight loss.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it with weight loss. You're gonna do it with weight loss.
Mhm.
I'm sending you like good vibes. I get excited when I see results, you know, so
Yeah,
perfect.
with revision, it was like that was like the end of March, something like that. I reached the thousand a day and everything. I was doing very low budget at the time.
What's very low? What number is that?
Like 250.
That's
Uh,
not very low. That's significant.
That's a great ROI though.
Yes.
yeah. So the next thing you're like thinking is, okay, let's scale. This is working. So I put more money and then I got the idea of doing the bully method, and I was doing, I put even $2,000 a day trying to do the bully
Wow.
method. I was getting sometimes even, and sometimes I was losing money. So April was pretty bad in that regard. And I basically, during May, I just say, hey, let's go back. Let's look at the metrics that I had before. Let's start over. Let's make, again, low budget. And I was checking, okay, on March 22nd, for say a date, it was good ROI. Everything was working then. So I went back to Facebook. I put March 22nd, and I just review what I did at the moment. So I basically say, okay, let's scratch big budgets, let's scratch bully method, and let's go back to what was working.
What
So
was
I did that.
what is that sweet spot number? What was the ad spend? What's the sweet spot?
Okay, for me right now, I think that is $600.
A day for revision?
Yes,
If you're
because
good. Wow.
again, I went back to basics. I went back to 100, then I did 200, then I did 400, then 600. I have one account that is working with 600 right now for the past 5 weeks, and it's still working.
With
It
that
has been,
video that you showed us, wow, that's a good
Yeah.
video, by the way. That's excellent.
yeah, it is not getting into limited learning. So that's like the main goal for me. So
Yeah.
$600 is getting me enough sales to know that get into limited learning. Then I tried again $800. It didn't work. So I so far is sticking with like duplicating at $600. Yeah. So I'm trying to replicate the same but in different ad accounts to see which one performs the same.
The revisions on the top, the first page of ClickBank, yeah. Because I'm considering running it because I have 4 eyes, right?
Yeah.
Target audience.
I'm probably gonna buy it for myself just to see if this thing works, you know.
Yeah, on the call, on the pod call that I'm going to upload, we're talking a little bit about revision as well. So that's something to check.
Nice.
Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. Yes, I guess, well, Dave, why don't you go ahead? Tell us what we're gonna be. I'm sure you have a lot of catching up to do. 'Cause you were getting grades, yeah.
I do. My main goal is to get ads up and running again now that I can in that particular one. Also, the project I started just before I got sick, I bought a bunch of farm profiles that I wanted to start importing BMs into because I feel like what's been hampering me this whole time is not having enough real estate to develop in. So I realize it's a numbers game. So I want to try to get back on that and start importing stuff. And I expect that, you know, a lot of those will fail, but you know, if I can have 3 or 4 active BMs instead of the one that I currently have, I think that'll give me a lot more flexibility, especially when one gets shut down. It doesn't bring everything to a screeching halt. So, so my main goal is to get conversion ads back up and running in this one and have 4 new profiles set up this next week. So
So are you just running weight loss? Are you running any like soft offers too?
Nope.
Straight weight loss?
straight to weight loss. Yep.
Because I remember you were saying that you were gonna run something soft. So Nick is like still with weight loss. He's like,
Yep.
wow.
I've thought about it. It's funny because, you know, Nick is, you know, a go-getter and I like his attitude, but every time I followed his directions implicitly, I seem to get shut down. It's like he says, you know, he reads my copy. He says, make it shorter. I make it shorter. It gets shut down. And I'm like, and he's all, go straight to weight loss. I'm like, okay, I go straight to weight loss. It gets shut down. So, you know, I trust him. I believe in him. I know he's the right thing, but I think he also works with the mentality that it's a numbers game. And, you know, sure, you can go straight to weight loss, but you know, you can go straight to weight loss if you've got 20 BMs to work with, because 10 of them are going to get shut down the minute you do that. And, you know, you can't do it when you've only got 1 BM. And so my goal is to try to get some more real estate so that I can be prepared for getting shut down more often for taking that riskier tack.
Are you running PPEs at least?
I was before when I was first setting up my pages, you know, a couple months ago. I haven't been recently. Basically, I set up automatically about 8 posts or so over the course of like every other day. And then I've been just going straight to it.
Do you set an end date?
For ads, I have not done that yet. No. So
Okay, so for the PPEs, make sure to send an end date because somebody mentioned this. I think it was in one of the Monday webinars. When you set an end date to a campaign, it sends Facebook a message that you have like a limited time. So it's like a temporary campaign. It gives you more credibility, and always post new PPEs. Because it's like an ad approval, right? So you're building more credibility every time an ad gets rejected. It's a balancing act.
Right, that makes sense. So
And traffic ads are good too. I mean, run weight loss traffic ads because you know, even if it's like for $5 a day, because it's just like running PPEs, but you can actually get a sale from it. I've gotten sales from traffic ads recently. It's phenomenal. And some of these traffic ads, the buyers, they buy in bulk. I mean, in the conversion ads I've had, like one like supplement, like, you know, $47 sale, and then traffic like $189. You know what I mean? So at the end, you're gonna make up for all the money that you spend on these like warm-up campaigns, right? PPEs and traffic. And it actually is going to help your BM. It's going to help your BM with
Strengthening.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's Father's Day. It's a very important day for my family. So I think I'm going to be a little bit easygoing this weekend with the campaigns. And I ran a live for 2 weeks, just so you know.
Mhm.
And I've already almost spent $1,000 testing. And I had 0 sales. Something's not working for me. I don't know what it is. I'm just wanting to put it out there. And because it is Father's Day, I paused it. And I don't know. I might try Toxie Burn Sig, just because the guy lives in my neighborhood. Los Feliz,
You run down the street and ask him some questions.
Hey, dude, I'm your neighbor. Why did you? Because I asked for a hotline, and they asked me for my landing page, and when I sent it, I never heard back from them. Didn't like my landing page, so I'm gonna try again. Because yeah, I want to scale. I want to spend $400 a day, like Sig. I want to like spend some real dollars. To see, where it takes me. I'm so excited to do it, but it's Facebook's not allowing it, as yet. So that's the goal. Next week for sure. I'm gonna, assert myself again.
Excellent.
Quinn made some artwork for everybody there.
Oh, the Purple Heart! I love the Purple Heart.
Yeah, and she put all the words she knows on the back.
Not all of them.
I like
Lots
it.
of hearts. and
Pretty
lots of
pretty
hearts.
good for kindergarten. Yeah. I get lots of love notes from my little 5-year-old. So this is for all of you guys.
Thanks,
No, that was
Quinn.
for me.
Thank you.
That was for me.
Thank you so
Have a
much,
great week.
everyone.
I didn't make it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And
Thanks, guys.
I won't be able to join next week because it's Quinn's birthday, so we'll be having a celebration here.
Okay.
But I'll be available the next week. So
Okay,
I will
Lindsay.
see you guys in 2 weeks.
Take care.
Thanks,
Sid, don't,
guys.
don't forget to upload that pod call with Jonathan. Thank you so much,
Mm.
everyone. Stay
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you
Thanks,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Take
See you
care.
guys. Bye.
Bye bye.